Take a look at how you can use some of the built-in functions on the iPad to really speed up how you can teach and interact with students in the classroom, saving teacher workload and also improving some of the interactivity students have with the content they're looking at. Now, often we will make resources or we will download resources off the internet that enable students to annotate over the top to provide their knowledge of the content. For example, you might find pictures of trees and give those to students to be able to then showcase the different features of that tree. Let's take a look at how we can use the iPad to not only speed up that process, but also change how students interact with it. I'm going to go to the camera on my device and just point this out my window and just capture this picture of a tree. Taking that photo using the white button. I can now locate that picture in the picture viewer, tap Edit at the top of the page and choose the pen tool to enable me to have those markup drawing tools on the screen. Now along the bottom I have a range of colours that I can utilise, and I can draw directly onto this page just using my finger, a stylus or even an Apple Pencil. Now at this point students have the ability to be able to annotate over the top of the picture that they've taken. So rather than this being a resource of a tree that they may never have seen before, this allows students to actually interact with the world around them and start to think about their world and think about how they are understanding and being curious about the world around them. So they could simply write directly over the top of this, adding in all those bits of information that you might be asking for. By tapping on the plus icon, they also have some additional tools. If students don't want to write, they can use text onto the screen. They can also use the magnifying glass. This allows them to zoom in to specific features. The blue button makes the circle bigger. The green button allows you to zoom in, giving you a lot more detail. Now this is the point in learning where a resource which is two-dimensional doesn't allow students to go into any deeper information. In this way, students can start to explore the features of the given tree that they've been asked to look at. When the teacher gets all of these pictures back from the students can then compare their tree to someone else's and talk about size and shape, and maybe their tree has got leaves still while someone else's doesn't. And all of those deeper critical understanding things that students get to do in the classroom. When they're done, simply tap done at the top, tap done again, and that's now saved onto their device to be able to be shared back to the teacher for some deeper feedback and analysis.